2, 1, 0. Hey everybody, welcome to Inspiration Points Volume 13. It's a lovely Saturday, the first Saturday in August 2025. Again, thank you all for joining me. I'm your humble local dungeon master, friendly neighborhood dungeon master, Craig of Inspiration, and today we're going to be doing some really cool Stormlight Archive, Cosmere RPG solo adventure together. You guys will help me make decisions. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be great. And it's pretty awesome because already somebody got rickrolled, somebody got dad botted. It's been a good stream already, and it's been 8 minutes. So again, thank you all for stopping by, joining me. It's gonna be a good time. Bum bum bum. Okay. Awesome. Oy vey. Maybe I should just it was all me. Yeah, and it was all one person too. Just it was great. Just all one person doing it all, holding down the fort. No, what I want to do is cool. All right. Bum 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 bum. Okay. It was all me. All right. Gotta stay hydrated. So first things first is we gotta figure out what dice to use. You know, that's pretty important. That's a pretty important task, wouldn't you say? It was all me. So we have oh no. Can't let them get mixed up. So I got this like stone like kind of geode looking set that I really like. I also have this like space looking set that I quite enjoy a bit, and we also have this like, I don't know, this one reminds me of the ocean, I guess. Which one do you think? Which one should we use today? Boom boom boom. Boo-doo. The ocean one? Alright. It's a good choice. That is a good choice. Where is... Here we go. Put these other dice away. All of them. No, we only need one set today. Oop. But I will keep these other odd ones out because I just like having them. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, y'all. Okay. Tie my hair back. You only need just one set? No, 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 no. You mistake me. I only need one set right now to play this game. However, in general, yes, you need many dice sets. Come on, I got the Laura Bailey dice bag right down here. Come on, you know this. Okay. Let me pull up the. Here we go. Oh, I need a way to like record this in from. There's like. There we go. No. Yeah. There we go. So we need to like, or not we. This. I mean, how cool is this like artwork? The art, man. They did a good job with the artwork. That's all I can say. But the thing is, there's a tracking sheet, and I need a way. And this isn't like, I don't have. How can I edit this easily? Don't have a printer. I guess I could throw it into I could throw it into Canva and like type on it. Maybe. There's like not an editable. Need a form fillable version, y'all. Okay, and then I'll go into Canva. Bum 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 bum. Oh, you can like see all my stuff, huh? Hey, Honey Mocha, what's going on? Oh man, come on, bro. I want to edit.
Trim says let's go. Honey Mocha was second. I gained 2 XP and I now have 160 XP total. Only 140 until I hit Ranger level 2.
Awesome. Okay. There we go. I got the... Oh, you can't see me. There we go. Sorry about that. Please,
Trim says thank you Honey Mocha
please
for
let me know if
checking in.
everything's alright.
I gained 1 XP and I now have 161 XP total. Only 139 until I hit Ranger level 2.
Oh, nice. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so, like, just how cool is this artwork? Alright, there we go. We need some more. Okay, back to this. No, that's not. Come on, bro. There we go. Okay. Why is my computer going crazy? I'm not doing anything. I guess I'm streaming to 3 different places. That's doing a lot. All right, here we go. The First Step Solo Edition. Welcome to Roshar, the world of the Stormlight Archive novels and the first campaign setting for the Cosmere RPG. This is an epic fantasy world on the brink of incredible upheaval and change. In the Stormlight setting, you create a character entwined with this world's destiny. Your character can start from a humble or mundane beginner as a soldier, crafter, or ardent. You might be among the privileged, coming from the nobility, or prestigious scholarly placements. Your character is at the center of an exciting and continuing story and may swear an oath to ancient powers, gaining dramatic supernatural abilities and becoming a new Knight Radiant. Hateful powers are rising, and heroes are needed on Roshar. So good. So the first step is an introductory adventure for the Cosmere RPG that allows you to build a character while learning the rules of the game. As the narrative unfolds, the decisions you make shape your character. If you're a fan of Brandon Sanderson Stormlight Archive novels or a fan of epic fantasy in general, this adventure was designed with you in mind. This adventure takes approximately 2 to 3 hours to complete on average and is meant for playing by yourself without needing a game master to run the game for you. If you want to experience the story with other player characters and a GM, there is a version of this adventure that supports group play. It totally does. We got a text editor out also. No. There we go. Awesome. Please let me know if there's anything wrong with like the sound or my camera or anything. Really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. It could be hard to tell. Running solo. From here on, the mechanics and content of the adventure begin as you are facilitating the game for yourself. Avoid reading ahead so you and your character have the same information, and you can make character choices based on that information only. You don't need to be familiar with the Stormlight Archive to enjoy the adventure, but it assumes you have a basic familiarity with concepts such as shard plate and high storms. If you're looking for a primer on Stormlight Archive, see Welcome to Roshar, or the Stormlight World Guide for a more in-depth introduction to Roshar. You guys want to see the short gazetteer, Welcome to Roshar? Y'all want to see that? The First Step Solo Edition contains all the information you need to run the adventure. After the adventure, you'll need the Stormlight Handbook to fully create your character. Adventure conventions. Text in a box like this describes the scene. Sidebars with helpful lore information or notes. And mechanics checkpoint. So I have to start every attribute at 1. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Every attribute at 1. Oh, I also need a character sheet too. Yo, this is wild. Okay, do I have? I feel like I downloaded one recently. Was it downloads? Da-na-na-na. Okay, I got this one. Let me see something once. I don't like that. I'm going to get rid of, I don't like Keithan. We are level 0. Awesome. Huh? No. Why is this? Huh? No, man. Why is it doing that? There we go. Sometimes I'm like, why was that even an option? I have an actual copy of Keithan somewhere else, so don't worry. Awesome. There we go. Okay. So we said a 1 in everything. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. There we go. Basic information for resolving skill tests, running endeavors, using plot die, and other features are introduced as they become relevant. Detailed information regarding these mechanics can be found in the Stormlight Handbook. Instructions for navigating the adventure are given in italics. These instructions will either prompt you to journal about a specific event or direct you to the next page based on your story choice. So it's like a choose your own adventure, essentially. So like, that's fun. Awesome. Print a character sheet, tracking sheet. So what did they say? So shard plate. So shard plate is this armor here that is extraordinarily magical, and these shard blades are also like 6 feet long and extraordinarily magical. They don't just like cut you, they sever your soul, so you can't even be brought back from the dead. It is crazy. And so like if you get hit in the like chest or like head or something, you're like gone. But if you get hit like an arm or like a leg or something, you just lose that limb. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty nuts. Cool. Tracking decisions. As you make decisions for your character, the text prompts you to record details about those decisions. The 2 types of prompts look like this: tracking sheet prompt and character sheet prompt. Tracking sheet prompt is the tracking sheet, character sheet, blah blah blah. Attributes, skills, and more. You start the adventure with a blank character sheet. In fact, you won't fill out a single field until the adventure prompts you to do so, not even your character's name. Your decisions directly add attributes, skills, equipment, expertises, and goals to your character sheet. These character elements are all described as they become relevant. Sometimes you might have 2 options. Let's see. Paths, so there's like different paths, and that's what classes are. There's heroic paths and radiant paths, and the thing is, like, you can have as many paths as you want, which is interesting. Okay. Oh, so that's just marking resources and equipment. You always have a minimum of 1 resource. Okay, I start the game with 1 resource. Guys. Tools. No, I kind of want to draw. I got 1 resource. No, that's too thick. Right, I got 1 resource, okay? Safety tools. I am the safety tool. Man, this art is just like so good. And there's like really good alternate text. A shard bearer fights off spearmen in a ravine campsite at night. The warrior's shard plate is slate gray with hints of yellow. He steps through a campfire to sweep his shard blade through Colin's soldiers, leaving the dead men with sliced armor and eyes that trail black lines of twisting smoke. Yeah, you see the smoke? Yeah, that's their soul leaving. I liked the character creation from last week. It seems to be a very thought out process. Yeah, it does. Totally. So there's like a little bit of journaling also. So cool. And a pronunciation guide because all of these names are weird. But yeah, let's get started. What time is it? Cool. Alright, my phone is 100% charged now. That's nice. Good to know. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Visit my Ko-Fi page. Alright, your character is part of a caravan owned by Bright Lord Adeline Colin and led by Bright Lady Ralinat. This caravan is headed to a frontier called the Shattered Plains, a war-torn region where the Alethi clash with their enemies, the Listeners. The Listeners, whom the Alethi call Parshendi, are a non-human people who are native to the Shattered Plains. So that's like the character that I made last week was one of these Listener people. But we're not using that character from last time. We're making a whole different one. And so Bright Lord Adeline Colin, Bright Lord, Bright Lady, those are titles like Prince, Princess, Queen. Now they're like Lord and Lady. But so they call Bright Lord and Bright Lady. And Adeline Colin is actually one of the main characters of the actual book series. I do not remember who Ralinat is at all. But alright, let's go. The adventure begins with a narrative scene that introduces the setting, the caravan, and the situation you find yourself in. After that, you'll be offered 4 choices. Each choice leads to a different scene, branching into stories that help you define how your character reacts to situations. Okay, the character sheet, attributes, skills. Start every attribute score at 1. Skill modifier. Boom, boom, boom. Make a skill test. DC at the modifier. Any bonuses? Resolve the results. Okay. Gain the benefits immediately. Expertise. Alright. There's expertise at the back. Alright. Taking the first step. Are you all ready? Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Nice one, Johnny. All right. Just a second. No? Okay then. I'll just keep this. Alright. So I'm gonna need y'all help with making these decisions, okay? It's been weeks since you last saw the wind blades of Kolinar, when you joined this caravan and began your travels to the Shattered Plains. Your journey has taken you south through Kolinar, along the Thanadal border, before continuing east toward the war camps. At the end of another long day, Bright Lady Ralinat, the caravan's noblewoman leader, decides to set up camp in a nearby ravine. Its steep walls promise protection from both bandits and high storms, the tempests that rage across Roshar every few days. The chulls, horse-sized crustaceans, make their slow descent into the ravine. As you settle in, the only sounds you hear are the Kholin soldiers' quiet conversation, the soft clicks of the dozing chulls. You too are nodding off when a panicked sentry cries, "Bandits!" Startled, you hurry to the center of camp to find spear infantry streaming down the east side of the ravine. These aren't undisciplined bandits. They move with military precision. To the west, arrows whistle toward civilians who clutch their belongings as they run. Many fall, arrow shafts protruding from their backs. Fear spren seep from the ground, foaming purple pools around the boots of the minuscule Kholin military contingent guarding the caravan. What do you want to do? What do we do? Do we search for some gear for something useful? Go check on the people who are ambushed? Grab a weapon and engage the infantry? Or go to the center of camp and find Bright Lady Ralinat? What should we do? Boom, boom. I mean, I'm just gonna play my adventure music that I use. Aid others. Love it. Page 15. Oh boy. That page 15? Bye bye bandits. Aid others. Check on companions. Some merchants who joined the caravan Some merchants who joined the caravan for protection only yesterday now lie pinned to the ground, their bodies riddled with arrows, arrows fletched with brown and red. Do you recognize the colors on the arrows? What do you think, y'all? Do we recognize the colors on the arrows? What do you think? Should I just roll for it? Yes. Okay. Oh, you both replied yes. That's awesome. So that means I'm gonna add Alethi to our expertise on the character sheet, which is expertise. Alethi. Y'all want to see a map? I can pull up a map really quick too. Let me see. Here we go. Dun. Come on. Like, how cool is this? No, I need Where's the map? Where's the map? Welcome to Roshar. Maybe? Is there a map here in the early part? No. Is it? Oh, I bet it's in. Come on. There we go. The World Guide. Come on, man. I want a map of the world. Where is it? Is it gonna be... No? Where is the map, my guy? Okay, so actually, like... There's Kolinar. Where are the Shattered Plains? There's somewhere over here. You all don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I guess I don't know. But, so we do have Alethi experience. Okay. Where the... Come on, man. Why isn't there... How is a map of the... Oh, I should just do the... No, come on. This one. Please have a map. Oh yeah, here's what the chulls look like. This is essentially what this is what our little caravan looks like right here, essentially. Here we go. Here's the map. Okay. Shattered Plains, Rathalis. Yeah, here's Kolinar. Here's where we came from. We're going all the way down over to here. Probably along one of these paths. And so, because Alethkar is broken up into a few different, like, regions. Where is... And this is kind of what they look like here. These are all the different types of people. All the different cultures. Yeah, this is what my character that I made last week looked like. Dope, dope, dope. Okay. Ooh, man, this art is so good. So these are all the, like, yeah, the heralds. These, like, demigods. Demigods. Slivers of a sliver. Okay. Whoa, did you see the city? Look at the city. It's, like, under this rock, and part of it got these upside-down buildings. That's really cool. That's dope. Alright. Back to it. Alethi expertise. Okay. Packages once held so dear lie scattered, their contents spilled across the dirt. One of the merchants, a Thalen woman, lies on her side, coughing blood onto her bright orange dress. "Help me," she says desperately, blood trickling from the corner of her mouth. Violent fear-spread globules wriggle around her and the arrow lodged in her back. Before you can act, a voice yells from the ridgetop, "Archers, ready!" So, do we help the woman? Grab what's on the ground? Or do we try to ascend the ravine and outflank the archers? What are we doing? Ooh, these purple globs are the fear spread that they mentioned, right? Beep boop 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 beep beep. Oh my god. Are Spren like emojis? Kinda. I could roll for it. I have a D3. I have a 3-sided dice. I could just roll for it if we need to. Bum, 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 bum. I can't wait to get the physical versions of these books. I saw photos from Gen Con. It looks really good. A Thalen woman in an orange dress lays on the stony ground, surrounded by broken wood and rubble. Bubbling purple fear spread manifest around her. See, the alt art is real good. Which one should we do? Which one? Was doing chores. No worries, honey mocha. That's all good. So like the woman is on the ground bleeding out, but then you hear from the ridgetop, archers ready. So do you want to help the woman? Do we grab what was spilled on the ground, or do we try to ascend the wall and outflank the archers? Help her! Okay, go to B1 below. Attribute +1 awareness or intellect. Ooh, which one? Awareness or intellect? So many options. Awareness or intellect. Oh no. Awareness or intellect. Awareness, yeah, you are on fire today. You rush to the woman's side and try and help her. Journal about your motivations for trying to save this woman. Why risk your safety for her? Ooh, why are we risking our safety? Going to get my mushroom stew? That sounds awesome. Actually, no, I don't like mushroom stews. It sounds awesome for you is what I meant. I don't like mushrooms, but if you like it, that sounds awesome for you. Mocha says, could potentially be an ally. Like it. Do you tend to her wounds? Let me see. Do we tend to her wounds? Or wait, what? Yeah, what? Yeah, do you what? Tend to her wounds? Or sit close and spend her last moments with her? I'm guessing you're probably gonna want to treat her wounds because you wanna potential ally. So a DC 10 medicine test. So I just roll. I don't have. Oh, okay. So protection, and then so I add +2 to medicine. Right? I'm adding +2 to medicine, and then in Canva, I'm adding ideal protection. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. DC, so I got a +2 to this medicine test. Hey, hi, hey Alti, what's up? So I got a +2 to the medicine test. no, a 6 plus 2, that's a failure. Oh no, the wound is dire. You call on every ounce of skill you have, but it isn't enough. The woman will pass on soon. Journal about what you say to her given the dire nature of her injury. Oh no! Okay. Okay, so, what do we say to her as she's like passing? Roll for weeping? Yeah. That's a 9 this time for weeping. Say something like, no, oh dang it, what's we 9 weep. It's not very many tears. Oh, is there not really a... Oh, Heralds of the Almighty, the Vorin Church, Nations, blah, 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 blah. No. Where does it talk about the 3... World Singers? Here we go. Cultivation. The Night Watcher. Yeah, that's what yeah, that's what I was just thinking of. I think it would be like honor or cultivation, or perhaps the Night Watcher, which is a splinter of cultivation. Yeah, no worries, honey mocha, all good. But yeah, I think she would say something like or we would say something like something like there is honor in there is honor in cultivation's embrace, and like slowly close her eyelids as she passes. She moves her lips as if to speak, but her exhaustion overcomes her. She presses something into your hand before her eyes close. So there's a whetstone, a notebook, a medal of valor, a glass vial, a finely crafted span reed, or a fully infused topaz brome. Yeah, maybe I'll just roll a d6 for this one. Let's see. 1. A whetstone. Path, warrior, resources, +2. There we go. +2 resources, and path was, what did it say? Warrior. Boop. Okay, marking these down. See? Marking them down. Gotta mark them down. Got 3 resources so far. Well, and then gain equipment, the item you chose. It's a whetstone, so I can write that down also. Armor and equipment, whetstone. Oh, doggo. It's okay. The item you chose. Go to B4, page 18. Oh. She's so excited. Yes. B4. As you make your way to the center of camp, do you salvage a piece of wagon to make a shield? Move carefully and quietly from cover to cover, avoiding attention. Listen to battle calls of the attackers. Gather a group of survivors. Put a storm and righteous fear into anyone foolish enough to cross your path. Or watch the colon caravan soldiers and civilian movements, finding the right opportunities to slip through the lines and engagements. Which... Ah. As you make your way to the center of camp, which one should we do? Should I just roll for it? I don't know. I kind of want to move carefully, quietly from cover to cover. That's kind of what I want to do. I'm gonna do that one. So Path Hunter +1 speed. And then I can go over here, +1 speed. And then, yeah, go to part 2, page 24. 19, 21, 23, 24, part 2. You should add points to attributes until they have a total of 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm back. Presence. I think I want to add one more to strength. Yeah, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. No attribute can be raised above 3. If you should add points to attributes until they have a total of 9. Yeah, that makes complete sense to me. Right? So far I've added an expertise in Alethi. I've added a whetstone, and we've added a couple more. We've added medicine, and we've added a couple more things to our attributes. So, ooh, this is cool. So this is gonna be a bunch of rolling. So I see some ads are about to come up. I'm just gonna run them early. Because I want to get to this, and I don't really have anything to vamp about for 5 minutes. But let's actually, so yeah, no, world guide, here we go. Like, how cool is this armor? Is there any other stuff in here that's cool? Yeah, this is what the chulls look like. They're like giant crab things. These are the like crab dogs that people have as pets. They're called axe hounds. Oh my god, they're so weird. But so essentially, like, what happens is these things called spren, they embody either like natural phenomena, right, or emotions. And so essentially they're just like these kind of like called crit crabs. They're these kind of like living emojis that manifest from another realm. Pretty much critical crabs. And then so on the other side of like where these spren are coming from, they look slightly different, and so we're only actually seeing like a fraction of what they look like on this side. It's kind of cool. But like, yeah, here's what the like world looks like. I know I really wish it was like together. What some of the people look like. Lost Radiance, what some of the like demigods look like. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it. But see, here's the messed up part about all of these books is each one of these guys, there's a main character that looks like every one of these people, and it messes me up. I'm just like, why? All the different like all the different locations, not locations, but like, what? That's so cool. They live inside the thing. Whoa. Main character syndrome? Who, me or the? Yeah, main character. Yeah, right. No, it's like I think I don't know what it is. It hasn't really been addressed in the series at all, but I just it's probably just like a coincidence. And then da, da, da. And then so like how their caste system for the Alethi is literally based on the color of your eyes. Your eye color determines your like rank. DMPCs, yeah, pretty much. And then these are the listeners, the like the character that we made last week together. This is what they like look like, their culture. And so essentially this armor, this plate of armor style was developed to fight ancient versions of these people. Yeah, no, it's really messed up, and like throughout the book series that changes. There's a bunch of that stuff like starts changing, and you like actually figure out why that started, and there are people that are like getting rid of that as the status quo. Yeah, no, it's really messed up. Let's see. Like, do they show? Let me see. No, it's in a different. Where is it? Is it this one? No. Where is it? Was it here? Okay, ads are starting in a second, so I will these things. These gigantic like 30, 40, 50 foot tall monstrosities and other things. That is why they developed this giant swords and armor, was so they could have a chance at fighting those things. However, I'm going to take a break and we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Hey, and we're back, everybody. So, let's get back into it. A night in the ravine. Despite the initial shock of the ambush, the soldiers of House Colin are well trained. The remaining troops form a tight line, recollecting themselves and surging forward like a storm wall crashing into the ambushers. Reorganized and reinvigorated, the tide of battle shifts in favor of the blue-clad Colin troops, and their enemies waver. Cheers go up among the Colin caravan soldiers, their spirits buoyed as they mount a defense. Choose two of the following options and roll their tests. Journal about your success or failures. Describe how your decisions and your actions impact the caravan and the people around you. I think I am like impressed that the troops like regrouped so quickly and easily. I think it was good for morale. But now, what do I do now? Say inspiring words to the troops. Take injured to cover for safety. Loot fallen attackers for values. Rally troops and push forward. Step in the way of an attacker. Check fallen enemies to make sure they aren't preparing a trap. Those are all really good. Okay. Okay. What do we do? I'm gonna roll for it. 1 and 3. We got 1 and 3. Path. Envoy. Okay. This is part 2, right? Envoy. And ideal. Secrecy. DC 12 persuasion test? Oy vey. Oh, that's a natural 1. Oh no, that's a failure. I am not able to persuade them at all. They don't care, like, at all. They don't, like, I'm not a troop. I'm just some random dude. They don't know. And number 3, loot the fallen attackers for value. Path, agent, ideal, potential. Make a DC 12 thievery test. Okay. $11. Oh, do I add 2 to that? Yeah, I do. So that's a 14. No, I mean a 13. So I passed that. I passed that. So I get another resource. I get a resource. Plus 1 equals 4. Okay. Once you've had opportunity to make a test and journal your actions. Yeah, I go looting and find a couple of things. Above the din, a wordless battle cry rings across the chasm. All eyes turn to see an imposing figure, clad in black armor, standing at the ravine's southern end. A wicked blade coalesces from thin air in their hand, and the ground around their feet bubbles with anger spren. They bellow once more, launching themselves through the air. Their hulking form blots out remains of daylight as they land amid the remaining Colin caravan soldiers, scattering them like kremlings before a chasm fiend. The warrior stalks forward with supreme confidence, their blade passing effortlessly through bodies. Corpses with smoky eyes litter the ground. The Colon caravan soldiers stand no chance against a full shard bearer in all their storm-born glory. Most shard bearers are battle-tested, light-eyed warriors of rank with all the privileges that rank affords. Some use their own shards, while others borrow plate and blade from their high prince. This particular shard bearer seems to let his emotions rule his actions and violence guide his hand. How do we feel about this bad boy? Run for cover, try to attack, try to identify, tend to the wounded, call out for the remaining soldiers to form on you. What do we do? What do we do? Hey chat, what do we do? What do we do? Oh yeah, is it anger spren? Pain spren, rot spren, anger spren. It looks like pools of blood. I missed it. It's okay. So this nasty warrior in shard plate joins the battle and starts destroying people. What do I do now that this new person has entered the battle? Run for cover, knock an arrow, try to attack, try to identify who they might be, tend to the wounded, or try to get the soldiers to form on you. Run for cover. Cool. I'm gonna add that to our thing. Run for cover is path agent and path scholar. So like as we keep doing these things, it's asking me to like tally these things, and then at the end we'll total them up, and that'll tell us like what we do. It's gonna be good times. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And so what's cool is like there's a version of this, you know, you can play with multiple people. So there's a GM and like multiple players that they have this to make the characters as a level 0 adventure as well. So like that's super cool that they have a solo version and a group version. Now, the next part. Before you can do anything else, the armored warrior leaps once again, shard blade pointed skyward, their shard plate propelling them forward toward their destination. A rough hewn wall built atop the cliff at the northern edge of the canyon. They slash downward in a vicious arc, cutting through the wooden wall with a single stroke. A low rumble quickly becomes a cacophony as huge stones crash into the gorge. I guess that's what this image is. Run! Someone yells. Without mercy, rocks pulverize the caravan's last defenders. Pain spren erupt from the ground, latching onto any colon caravan soldiers who didn't perish in the brutal trap. Do you drag a fallen merchant out of harm's way? Focus on escaping? Sacrifice your safety to cover a wounded soldier? Or call out to panicked survivors and lead them to safety? I'm kind of feeling like leading people to safety. Or drag a fallen merchant out of harm's way. Either one of those would be good. I want to do both of those? Okay. Well, we're going to let dice decide then. I can just roll a d4 and that can decide it. I want to do both of those. Decide. Let the decider decide. Ooh. All right. Odds merchant, Eads, evens, calling out to run. Okay. Odds. We're dragging the merchants out of harm's way. I like that. I like that for us. And that is remembrance. I like this for us. All right. Journal how you feel watching others suffer. We don't like it. We don't want people to suffer. We want to help them. We want to help them. Okay. With the trap sprung to deadly effect and the caravan boxed in, neither the enemy shard bearer nor their troops stay to witness the attack's aftermath, callously abandoning any survivors to their fate. Only faint moans and fretful clicks are heard now, a stark contrast to the recent tumult of battle. Well, most of the people are dead. Most of the people are dead, and many of the civilian travelers are dead also. That's wild. As your character reacts to the mysterious sharp, blah, blah, blah. Left for dead, he must last through the night. The few survivors eye each other warily, and there is open talk about everyone going their separate ways. You must rally the survivors, tend to the wounded, and re-establish the camp if you don't want what remains of this caravan to fall apart. So the next scene is an endeavor. Essentially, it's a skill challenge. For this scene, they must achieve 4 successes before 3 failures. I don't like how that played. Yeah. It totally could have been, but, you know. I get what they're doing here. They're just trying to make a character. I wonder what it looks like in the group version. Okay. Other approaches. Okay, I gotta raise the stakes every once in a while. Opportunities. Resolving the endeavor. Okay. So we gotta do a bunch of these. At least like 7 or 8. Well, not at least. Probably like 5 or 6. Rally the survivors. I mean, we probably just go through each one of these over. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, so do we want to organize and order the survivors to help, convince the survivors to help with promises, or force the survivors to help under a veiled threat? I want to organize the survivors to help. Right, okay. So that's a DC 12 leadership? Organize, yeah, exactly. Leadership is presence. Oh, so I got a +1 to this. Oh, I got a 19 +1, so that's a yep. Okay, so leader and potential. For 2, leader and potential. Number 2. Oh, and I gotta mark it as a success. And it said 3 successes or 2 failures. I have to up the stakes. Okay. Do you lend aid? There are many wounded. Okay. Determine what armor and weaponry are available. Find food and water, or build shelter. I am finding food and water, my human. Yeah. Let's see. DC 12 survival is I got a +2 to that. Oh no, that's a failure on that one. Food and water, yeah. See, Johnny, you and I are right. And then, like, I'll be able to do more things later on. At least it wasn't a nat one. Let's see. Number 3, scavenge. Oh, that's right. I remember reading this earlier that 2 and 3 got mixed up. Number 3, use medical training. Use a firm hand to apply field remedies, or carefully assess those wounds aren't merely physical. Do you think we have medical training? I don't know. All right, odds is yes. Even no, we do not have medical training, so we're doing field remedies, DC 12 discipline. Medic, DC 12 discipline. I only got a +1. That's a nat 1. So that's 2 failures. That is not good. Isn't this one I have to apply raising the stakes? You just kill the guy? Hey now. Alright. Oh, man. Whew. Okay. What was it? Warrior and truth. Beep. Okay. Number 4. Climb the ravine walls to act as a sentry. Sneak carefully to avoid being detected. Use keen vision to spy approaching enemies. He was still breathing. He didn't need CPR. There's this episode in 911 where this guy's like frozen and they go to do CPR on him and his chest just breaks and caves in and everyone's like, oh. Okay. Yeah, that was some of those shorts are the reason why I started watching that show. Because it was just so crazy. Okay. Let's do athletics. So I got a +2 to athletics. So we're gonna climb the ravine walls to act as a sentry. Oh, and I gotta up the stakes. Oh boy. Uh-oh. So I got like a 21. So I pass with a complication. You feel overwhelmed by attempting to bring order to this chaos. You begin part 3 with 1 less focus than your maximum. Okay, I'll take that. But I do succeed. So like I rolled an 18 on the die, and I rolled I rolled the complication on the plot die. And then I still got to add +2 to the roll in addition to the +1 that I have for athletics. So I still succeeded with a complication. And then that was warrior and freedom. I don't think I did that already. No, I did not. Whew, that's another success. And oh my god. Okay, so back to the top. Convince the survivors to help with promises? Or should we determine what armor and weaponry are available, or build shelter? Crafting? What's crafting intelligence? I'm gonna go with weaponry. Yeah. Weaponry. I'll do light weaponry because that's probably easier for all the people. Oh my god, I got a +2 to this. Oh, yes! Okay, so it's a 14 on the die, +2, so that's a 16, so I pass. And then it's a 4 on the plot die, which is nothing. Okay. Whew. That was close. That's a success. To find some things. And then... so that's 3 successes. Oh, did I do warrior and protection? Here we go. Lots of, man, there's lots of marks now on my sheet. This is kind of cool. What else would we do? Sneaking? What do we got? Stealth or perception? I mean, either one of those would be good. Should we stealth or perception? What do you think? Stealth or perception? Stealth, perception. Stealth or perception? Stealth, perception. Ooh. Perception. Does my video look a little better? Like my camera? I got a new light recently. It's so much better. Right, you said perception is that one. Perception. Awareness, I got a +2. And we got the plot die also. Oh my god. Natural 20. Yes, let's go. The plot die thickens, exactly. So that's a success. Right, yeah, so check out what this looks like now. I got all of these marks for heroic paths and ideals, essentially radiant paths that you might want to take based on the decisions you've made. I think that's kind of neat. Okay, so success. Your character survives the night and awakens with renewed hope. You begin part 3 with the determined condition and can choose 1 expertise from the list, and you gain resources +1. +1 equals 5. Okay. Determined, you can add opportunity to the results. All of those marks I see. Richard, Carl, Groucho, Harpo. And then I do an expertise in Appendix C, 27. Okay. Expertise. Probably like light weapons, maybe? No. Side sword, short spear, short bow. Leather armor. Armor crafting, improvised weapons, leather armor, religion, short bow, unarmed attacks, weapon crafting? Knife. What happens with expertise again? You choose up to 2 cultures that represent the society you spend time in. Okay, so I choose another culture. Oh, I'm just gonna roll a d12. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carbranthian. I choose Pikachu. Dun 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 dun. Carbranthian? Yeah, it's weird. I'm gonna do improvised weapons. So sorry, trying to pay attention. Hey, all good, no worries. I understand. Did I spell it right? Carbranthian. Okay. A reference book or a training medal? I kind of want to go training medal or a reference book. So what is it? Equipment. Equipment. Reference book. Yep. See? See? We're on the same page. For the high intellect, exactly. Alright, now my name and ancestry were a human. We are a human. For names, take a look at the list in culture section, chapter 2 of the Stormlight Handbook. We are Uman. All right, Alethi names. No, we'll do Carbranthian names. Here we go. Arivian, Baranim, Dorval, Harneth, Kintar, Corventh, except Sam Regal, he's a cat, exactly. Larnish, Lurvian, Lorvis, Naval, Avelgian, Sardal, Sarvina, Telvar, Trilum. Oh, we're Trilum. We're absolutely a Trilum. Trilum. Like a frog. Trilum. 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 Okay, sorry. A name and what I look like. I look like a person. I look like. Do they have them all? Do they have the people? Here we go. I'm like, I look like this guy. I look like this guy, but wearing these clothes. Sounds like Star Trek episode Trouble with Trillums. Yeah, could be. Could be. Journaling your backstory. You may answer as many of these prompts as you wish. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright. Backstory prompts. Let's go. What? Oh. 3. What fascinates you in general? What holds your curiosity more than anything else? What pastimes do you participate in? What fascinates you? Ooh, fascinating. I was gonna say like Like animals and pets? There, and what pastimes do you participate in? Taming wild animals. Craig has a pet peacock? Maybe. Okay, so here's the thing. Because of how things evolved on this world, they call all birds chickens. Because birds aren't native to this place. They were brought. Chocobo! I can't do number 3 again. 10. If you could change one thing about your physical appearance, what would it be and why? I want to be taller. Bam. Okay. What was it? You were saying. So they have. Is there Stormlight World Guide? No. Okay. Character is Danny DeVito and aims to be the mountain. Exactly. Go to part 3, page 30. Alright, we're getting closer, everyone. When you are ready to break camp, begin part 3. This scene focuses on combat. You'll engage in a combat encounter from start to finish without pausing to journal between actions. There are 2 mechanic checkpoints in this chapter. The first one follows next and prepares your character for combat. The second finalizes your character, blah, 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 blah. Okay. No journaling. Add or remove attribute points until you have a total of 12. So I believe I have 3 more. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 3 more to give. I can't have anything more than 3. So what if I did like a 3 speed? 2 intellect. 2 presence. Let's do that. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Physical defense, 10 plus strength and speed is 15. Cognitive defense is 13. Spiritual defense is 14. Health is 10 plus strength, so 12. Movement is 30 feet. Where is it? And focus is 2 plus willpower. So 3. Oh wait, but I did something before. You begin part 3 with 1 less focus than your maximum. Okay. I have 2. I should add or remove skill ranks. Okay, we're gonna go light weapons and perception. Okay, let me see. And then, so this means it's 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3. Intelligence, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4. 2 insight, 2 leadership, 2, 3, 2, 2. A new day begins. When you are ready to begin, read the following. At dawn, Velen, the de facto captain of the remaining soldiers, approaches you and takes stock of the remnants of the caravan. Plumes of dusty brown exhaustion spread and spiral around him. Most are in bad shape, he growls, and it'll take a week to shift those boulders. We'll need help. There are other Colon forces headed to the Shattered Plains. Would you be up to finding them and sending help our way? Send help to the caravan. Yep. Goal, send help to the caravan. Okay. Heralds be praised for you. A larger caravan left not long after ours, headed to the Covenant Stone Crossroads to the east. You might find help there, but first let's look at what gear survived the rock slide and get you armed. Okay. If your character does not. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Managing resources. Uh-oh. So what do we leave? Okay, so we can leave them with some food. We can leave them with some weapons. We can leave them with water. We can leave them with blankets. We can leave them with tools, or we can leave them with nothing. Okay. What do you think? All of the above? I know, right? So I'll just roll a d6 then. We're gonna leave them some food. Alright. Remembrance. And Envoy. And Hunter. And resources -1. Equals 4. Use available resources in Appendix A. Alright, let's get some, I have 3 or 4 resources, so 2 common, 1 uncommon, 1 rare. 2 common, okay, D20. 10 pieces, 10 sheets of paper and 1 bottle of ink, alright. Weird flex, but okay. I see the use of one-dimensional gameplay for character advancement reasons, but it kind of sucks. Yeah. Oh, no, not that one. I can't, come on. And 11, a lockpick. Awesome. Good job, everybody. And then I get an uncommon item, which is a D12. A natural 1, I get an axe. Great, good job. An axe, and then I also get a rare item. D8. 5 is a longbow. I mean, like, you know, I don't imagine an actual adventure to be like this, because let me see something once. Okay, blah blah blah. So yeah, each person gets to do like one thing, which is nice. So at least like Adam, the D&D guy, I'm probably never gonna learn another RPG other than D&D. It seems like too much work. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to believe, I mean, you've already decided that you're not going to, so that's fine. It really depends on the game. There are so many games out there. I've played games that are just on one page. There's a bunch of games that are in um, you know, multiple books like D&D is. I would say D&D is probably in the middle of the road, as in like ease of learning the rules, as in how many rules there are. So if you're too scared to learn another game because you think there are too many rules, then there are other games out there that exist. Like, there are tons of really fun one-page RPGs that are really good. See, if you know D&D, you already know how to play Shadow Dark. Like, the game is very, like, not really much different. And what's nice with Daggerheart is it's not 3 books. Everything is in that one book. You know, you don't have 600 pages, you know, 900 pages of stuff to reference. You got one 400-page book. That's so much less overhead. And like Shadow Dark is one book that's really nice. But yeah, like I really love Dungeons and Dragons. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about Dungeons and Dragons. But I think if you ascribe the mindset of D&D has so many rules, therefore every other game has lots of rules and therefore I don't want to learn anything, is like not really a good open mindset to have. Cuz like there are so many fun games that fit on one page, that fit on a few pages. Like you're kind of you really only want to eat one kind of food the rest of your life? Like that's what it feels like. I totally get it. You might not have time. The circumstances of life right now may not allow you to spend time learning something new, and that's totally okay. I totally understand that. However, saying that you never ever want to learn another game because D&D is so complicated, that's kind of lame and short-sighted. Because like now that you already know how to play TTRPGs, half the learning of learning another game is done for you. You don't need to be explained how the back and forth goes. You don't need to be explained of the different types of things that you can do. You don't need to be explained like how dice work. Half the learning's already been done for you. Like you don't need to, like, every time you play a new video game, you don't need to relearn how everything works. No, you have basics of like how controllers work and things like that because you've done it before. This is the same thing with tabletop games, especially when you play other D20 based games as well. Just like you're saying, like Shadow Dark. I mean, even Daggerheart's kind of D20 based. But if you ever have any Dungeons and Dragons questions, I'm your guy. This is just the thing that we're doing for today, but otherwise, that's you know, that's what I'm all about. All right, where were we? Oh, this was the yeah. the group version. I don't think I got any armor, but I did get an axe, which is 1d6 keen. And melee. Oops. And then I also have a longbow or a short bow? Longbow. And a longbow is 1d6 keen. And it's ranged. Dun dun dun. 150, 600. There we go. Bum 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 bum. Bow bow. Yeah, that checks out. Ranged 150/600. There we go. What else? Okay. All right. Let's go. We survived the night. Cultures, blah blah blah. New day begins. We did that. We did that. Okay. I don't think what? Okay. I don't have any armor, so there's no whatever that means. Round out the character's inventory, roll 2d6 to determine how many marks I have. 5 and 6 is 11, 3d12 marks. 2, 7, 8. 8 marks, yay. And then spheres, stranger on the road. Yeah, spheres are marks. Spheres are little glass beads, and those are the currency. So you shoulder your pack and clamber over boulders. The pink and purple tendrils of finger moss retracting into their shells as you search for handholds. Velen waves goodbye from the ravine. By midday, you have left the caravan far behind you. The day stretches long as you travel through the barren landscape. Small rock buds, hard-shelled plants dot the side of the wagon track, and playful, translucent windspren dart between waving grasses. As night falls on your first day of travel, you hear a cry of alarm followed quickly by an ominous trumping. A curly-haired man wearing gray robes lurches into view. Orange pain-spren-like long-fingered hands claw their way up his body towards his arm, which he cradles across his chest. Seeing you, hope alights his face. "Help!" he cries, stumbling, Behind him, 2 feral axe hounds, 6-limbed creatures lope forward with frightening speed. So what do we want to do? Do we want to rely on our knowledge of the flora and fauna to gain a tactical advantage? Do we want to grab our weapon and leap to defense? Do you want to stand your ground, hoping to learn more before engaging in combat, or back away slowly, not wishing to enrage the creatures? Adam, are you going to DM or play this? I'm going, eventually I would love to DM or play this. Yeah, right now this is I'm on page 32. This is called The First Step. It is a level 0 solo adventure that, you create a character and learn how to play the game as you go through the adventure. So I thought I would do that here on stream with the help of chat. So yeah, I would love to play this game. I'm a big fan of Stormlight Archive. I love the books. So like I would very much love to like run this, play this one day for sure. Like I got the Kickstarter, so I can't wait for the physical version to come in. Relying, you're not go to F1. Yeah. I'm super excited because there's like, yeah, here's the character sheet. There is like, the handbook is all about the, all the rules and everything. Like, look at this art. How cool is that? Right? You know, and then there is a whole world guide also. How many pages is the handbook? 392 pages. There's a world guide. This is 280 pages. And then there is a whole like setting, like primer. It's only like 30 pages, but like this is like what the world is like. And then the artwork is so good. The artwork is so good. But what's cool is like in his book series, in his universe of the books, each planet, each world has their own magic system. So what's going to happen is over the next few years, over the next decade, we're going to get different setting books about each of the worlds, and each of those setting books is also going to have the different magic system and the rules for those magic systems. And because they're all going to be using the same rule system that they made for this, all of the characters from all of these different worlds and settings are going to be able to play together in one party. Because that's where the books are headed anyways, is that multiple people from different planets are joining up on a team to save the universe. But like this is over like multiple book series and multiple books in these series. So it's kind of like a lot. So they just started with one planet, this one. Next year we're getting another one, and they have plans down the line for more. And I'm going to be taking a break in just a minute when it says ad starts. So like in a minute and a half, I'm going to take a little fiver. Re-up on some of my water. Finish my snack. It'll be a good time. Yeah, so this is like the primer on the world. It's very alien. Humans are not native to this world. But yeah. It's pretty cool. You can see the what the continent looks like. It's a single supercontinent. Oh, and there's a little doggo. Yeah, the art is just so good. This is what the native people of the planet look like. But everyone else is an alien, pretty much. Or yeah, humans are the aliens. There's lots of different cultures, different types of technology. It's pretty cool. Yeah, see? Who doesn't want to do an adventure like this? Who doesn't want to do this? How cool is this? And so you could be one of these races. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to take a break really quick for a couple of minutes. Like, look how cool is this? This sword that matches this, that matches the suit of armor, which the swords and armor are living, by the way. They are alive. So yeah, we're going to take a little break, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Have you ever watched the latest D&D movie? It was so good. I saw it in theaters. The D&D movie was spectacular. I've watched it multiple times. It's so good. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back here in a few minutes. Thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out. Awesome, we're back. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I don't know if Adam, the D&D guy, if you're still there, I don't know if you are, but if you're still there, I have this game called Stone Burner. Check this out. This is the game. This is it. It's just this. This is the DM and the player stuff, all of it in here. It's 130. It's 120 pages, right? Maybe a little more. And it's dwarves in space fighting demons. How cool is that? It's called Stone Burner. So that's like super cool, right? Check this out. The Scion. You get all these cool different classes and stuff. And so, what is this? The Stalwart. Essentially, your grandpa dies and leaves you a mine on an asteroid, and you have to go clean it up. The Raven, like a stealth rogue type character. Yeah, there's so many cool games out there. That's all. I just like that one because it's easy to, like, this was the character sheet was so easy. What was the name? Marzor Starbeard. Oh yeah. And I had a little dragon bot. I had a little dragonfly robot named Aura. Yeah, this was the character sheet. All nice and easy. This is just that was it. And I wrote a couple of notes like on the inside. And then there's like some player reference stuff on the back for the rules, but like this was the character sheet, just this half piece of paper. And that was super fun. Actually was in an actual play for this game. That was very fun. Love to do that again. No way, that's my dog's name, Aura. Yeah, that's exactly how I spelled it, Aura. She's a little dragonfly. Because my class was I was a sinker. I was this thing. So as a sinker, you get a little like robot buddy. And so I flavored mine as she was a little dragonfly robot named Aura. It was good times. I really enjoyed that. But they make some really good games that are like nice and easily digestible, easy to play, fun to play, and very like evocative. My player has a robot called Clogsworth. I love it. That's awesome. It's a great name for a robot. Okay, back to the adventure. Chat. No. Bow. There we go. Where are we? We are going to F1 because we're gonna rely on the knowledge of flora and fauna because that's what our friend Johnny wanted to do. Skill +1 insight, lore, or survival. Wait, what? Wait, didn't I? No skill. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna insight, lore, or survival. Oh, I get to pick one. Insight, lore, or survival. I'm watching Fantastic Four right now because the new one came out. Oh yeah, the old one is so mediocre. Insight, lore, or survival. Insight, lore, or survival. Dang. Survival? Insight, lore, or survival? It's been so long since I've watched those old Fantastic Four movies. I remember them being mediocre back then. I can just roll a D3. I have a D3 here. Yeah, I have a 3-sided dice. 3, survival. So that makes it a 4. And so I got a +4 to this skill test for survival. Oh, I got a 7. How? I meant, okay. They were then, but coming back after these years, they're kind of good. Man, it takes a lot of work to make a. It takes a lot of work to make a movie, man. Let's see. 6. I failed. Right? Yeah. Go to F6. You take a slow combat turn for your first round of combat. Go to running combat. Oh boy. All right. Combat structure. There. So, does the game use the same dice as D&D? It is very similar. Yes, it does. It does use the same 7 dice, and then it adds another dice on top of that, another D6 style die that they call the plot die. Let me find it really quick. It's not very difficult. Yeah, so it uses all the same dice, and then sometimes on certain rolls you can add what's called a plot die, and it will either one of 3 things will happen. Absolutely nothing. It'll add an opportunity, or it will add a complication. And so you can still, and that's called raising the stakes when you add in this plot dice. Like, how cool is this art though? Like, seriously. You raise the stakes, and that adds the plot die. So as you see, on a 5 or a 6, you add an opportunity. On a 1 or a 2, you add an obstacle. However, on a 1, you add 2 to the D20 roll, and on a 2, you add 4 to your D20 roll. So there is a possibility of you succeeding with a complication or failing with an opportunity, if that makes any sense. And so it does. They do give a few options on like what you can do with opportunities and complications. Oh, so you gain an opportunity when you roll a natural 20? Okay, that's really cool. And you gain a complication when you roll a natural 1? Oh, okay. You might face multiple opportunities or complications on the same test. Oh, cool. So like an opportunity could be aiding an ally, recovering a focus, changing a hit into a critical hit, influencing the narrative. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Influence the narrative. I like this idea. You might be trying to rough up an agent, but if you fail on your ultimate goal but roll opportunity on the test, you and your GM might decide you managed to pick the agent's pocket while your hands were on them. So that's kind of nice. Complications could be hinder an ally. The next text taken has a disadvantage. Become distracted, you lose a focus, influence the narrative, where, cool. Yeah. So that's what that is. And so it's like, it's not gonna happen all the time. What, using the plot dice. Oh no. And with combat, you don't roll for initiative. You just decide if you're going to do a fast turn or a slow turn. Right? But you also do get to do reactions. So your character can change every round. You can do a fast turn or a slow turn. You can change every round which one you're going to do. And so yep, fast PC turns, fast NPC turns, slow PC turns, and then slow NPC turns. So it's which makes sense. There's different actions you can do, disengage, gain event, and then so what happens is a fast turn, you act first, but you get 2 actions. A slow turn, you act later, but you get 3 actions. So it's like, what do you want to do? Strike, move, use a skill, reactions, dodge, spend a focus to make disadvantage. Oh. Free actions, advantage, disadvantage. In this combat, you will mostly make attacks with the strike action. Choose your target, roll the attack, resolve the damage. Roll the attack test and damage dice. Light weaponry or heavy weaponry. When you make the skill test, also roll the number of damage dice. Resolve damage. Does the target have a deflect value? I don't think so. Oh my god. Miss. Spend a focus to graze a target. Okay, if you hit critical hit. Okay. I don't see a deflect. Okay. Okay, setting the scene. Tazo doesn't have a stat block. North, so they are up over here. And I am down over here. Woof, okay. Aftermath. Alright, let's see how this combat goes, y'all. This is going to be intense. Alright. So I gotta take a slow turn. Right? Yep. Hmm. Okay. Um. Okay. So I just gotta last for 2 rounds. Alright. So the 2 Axons are gonna go first. Okay. Okay. Okay then. There I have what is a longbow is a heavy weapon. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna move this over. Okay. So they have 40 feet. So they can go 80 feet. So if they're over here, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So both of them get within, oh my god, they get here if I'm over and I'm over like here, right? So they go fast. They have 2. Is it movement, and I go slow, so I get 3. I could make 3 attacks. No, should I? I'm gonna gain advantage. Perception. Spiritual. Make a perception check against their spiritual defense. What is that? +3 to like sense where I think they're gonna go and try to like lead and get advantage on my attack. So it's +3. Ooh, at 19, so 22. So I get that. So I got advantage on this attack then. Ooh, and that's a +3. It's 17 and 3. 17 plus 3 is a dirty 20, so that hits a d6. Oh no. How do I know what's the bonus? Critical hit. A d6. Is it plus anything? Hold on. Stormlight Handbook. Let me see. Attributes. Skills. Weapons. Hey, Henka, what's going on? Thank you so much for the follow. Let's go. Weapons. Thank you so much. Okay. Complication risk of weapon traits. What is... So does it... Yo, I'm good. How are you doing, Henka? Revised weapons. I need to know like what... I guess... surges, adventuring, combat, actions and reactions. Braces, strike. Glad to hear. Good, just getting rid of my social anxiety. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out. Okay, damage dice. Plus your modifier for the skill you use for the test. Okay. I like your hair. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I used strength. So +3, I guess. So 4 + 3 is 7. So 7 damage to 1. I need to write this down. One of them took 7 damage. All right, and then I can attack with my offhand. What about? Okay, number most within range. Sorry, gotta go. Hey, thank you so much, Adam. Appreciate you. I'll be back on yeah, every Saturday and every Tuesday. I'll be streaming, so thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. See you in the future. Okay. These range, reach. No, man. Talking about strike. Okay, so I gotta use 2 focus if I want to strike again. So what I can do is I'm going to run forward a bit here. Oh, no. I'm gonna what am I gonna do? I'm gonna brace. You hide behind cover. Okay, yep, I'm gonna go brace myself against the rock over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, and get over here. And then so that is what? Yeah, I don't think there's even a stat block for Tezo. Yeah, he's not doing anything. Then they got over here. They're gonna round on me. 5, 30. Yeah, they're gonna get me. um. How many focus did they have? 2. See if it hits me. Yeah, that hits for 7 damage. Holy cow. I only got 5 left. And I'm gonna spend a focus to add a disadvantage to the second one. because that was whack. 13 and a 6. Yeah, that's gonna miss. Whew! Spent a focus to turn that into a disadvantage. That was kind of cool. And then now it's my turn. I'm going to pull out my axe and swing at them. And swing at the one I hit already. Natural 20, baby. Let's go. And then what's the what do they say an opportunity could be? So oh, their next turn could be a slow turn. All right. Might do that. Oh, but I gotta roll +3. That's not. Oh yeah, that one's done. So one, I shoot right into the head. As this axe goes down, and then what happens is, oh, actually, yeah, the other axe hound like looks at me as his other buddy goes down to the ground, and like runs away scared. And I'm victorious, yeah! Yo, it could have been bad there for a second. I liked how I was able to like actually give the bad guys advantage. That was kind of cool. Kind of liked that. That was pretty sweet, not gonna lie. Gain advantage. Okay, what is deduction? Okay. Despite no. After a few moments, the curly-haired man looks to you, holding his arm gingerly. Holding his arm gingerly. I'm grateful for your intervention, he says in heavily accented Alethi. You have my thanks. Please call me Tazo. If you'd like to bring a character into the stone... Yep, so this is the end. I recognize that this is a great imposition, but these lands hold such danger. My fallen brothers and I were on a journey of utmost importance to the Shattered Plains. I am duty-bound to complete this task, which I cannot do if I am eaten by axe hounds. I have marks. I would like to hire you as a bodyguard. Yay! And then so there's adventure hooks. And, cool, yeah, I didn't get anything from any of that. Cool. We got 10 more marks, because I'm definitely going to take that. Yep. Bam. Oh, no. So 18 marks. There we go. And, where are we at? Dun, dun. Ancestry talents, radiant paths. Okay. How do you know? Oh, tally up the results from your choices. Cool. Let's see what we get. So we got 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 4. So it looks like we're a warrior. We got 1, 0, 2, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0, 1. So any of the, I could be a Else Caller, a Windrunner, or an Edge Dancer. Else Caller sounds kind of fwag. Else Callers, let's see what Else Callers do. Because that's just a cool name. Is it not? Dun dun dun, Else Caller. I will reach my potential. Ooh. Oh yes, this is the ink spread. Ooh yeah. These they do cool stuff. So they get what is it? Okay. With a thunderous crash, a boulder breaches the perimeter wall. Behind it, red eyes glow through the dust. Then an Else Caller blinks into existence next to the debris, seemingly from nowhere. With a flash of stormlight, they solidify the dust into stone, resealing the breach. It isn't pretty, but it'll buy you some time. An Else Caller turns her vision to the cognitive realm while her ink-spren partner keeps watch from her shoulder. There, beyond that wall, a Deadeye. With a warning shout to her comrades, she touches the wooden door and transforms it into a brief cascade of water, then steps through to capture the treacherous Shardbearer. An Else Caller squats with his back to the dawn, balancing gracefully while using the light of the rising sun to read a book on Oz's military strategy. Quite efficient, exercising the body and mind simultaneously. Oh, I like that a lot. No, but we're going to be a warrior, so that's also cool. Come on, come on. Warrior. Specialties, probably soldier. So we get Vigilant Strike. No. Talents, right? Key talent is Vigilant Stance. And that gets me fighting styles. Reduce the focus cost of your dodge and reactive strike by 1. Oh. Enter Vigilant Stance. So this is like a fighting stance. Like a way of fighting. Reduce the focus cost of dodge and react by 1. Man, I really don't like that. Enter. No, man. Enter. Yeah, screw it. As a free action? Cool. And then 1 rank in the path starting skill, which is wait, what? Appendix B. Athletics. Athletics. Bam. 3. Love it. That should be 3. Ancestry talents. Okay, I get another talent. I get another duelist, shard bearer. I'm a soldier. I'm going for soldier. Combat training. Combat training. Gain expertise in a weapon, armor, and military life. Once per round, graze without spending focus. Yeah, I'm doing that. Combat training. Cool. Because we're doing soldier. Once per round, graze without spending focus? Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, I want that swift strike, baby. This is pretty cool. Okay. Radiant paths. No attributes can be above 3. Yep. You should have 12 points in attributes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Yep. 2 cultural expertises. Plus 1 additional expertise per point of intellect. Okay, so I could... should have 2 cultural expertises plus 1 additional expertise per point of intellect. Okay, so I'm gonna go to C. So I got 2, but I got 2 more of these. So I could do probably military strategy and longbow. And then yeah, what else was there? Five skill ranks. Oh. I'm gonna get rid of survival. What's my willpower? My willpower is 1. Uh-oh. So I have a D6 recovery die. Senses range. What's my awareness? 2. 10 feet. And then lifting capacity. What's my strength? 2. 200 pounds. Okay. Purpose and obstacle. Awesome. So yeah, so that's what, chapter 8 it said? Obstacle purpose. I think we're gonna go with save others. Let me see if I can just roll. Seek justice. I like that. Purpose, seek justice. And what is our obstacle? Deep regret. Goals. I already got a goal. Probably got 2 goals. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. That's the character. But now I need to... There's a couple more things. Said it was 12? No. It was... Expertise. Expertises. Okay. Okay, so I get a weapon, an armor, and a military life. So a weapon. I'm also gonna take a side sword. Wait, what does weapons mean? Oh, you can use the expert traits. Got it. And then I can get a I can get an armor expertise as well. And a military. Is that and a military life? Got it. So I should choose unarmed attacks. Love it. And then what kind of armor do I want? Armor. What's my strength score? 2. Oh no. So I got leather armor. Oh, I could do chain. Yeah, no, we're doing chain armor, baby. Deflect value is 2. but it's also... That's it, yeah. What else? What is the... Oh yeah, what are the bonding a shard? Look at these shard blades. How cool is that? The swords are like 6 feet long. Just one impact. And it's fragile. No, unarmed attack, unique. Expert traits, momentum, and offhand. What's offhand? Oh, momentum, that's nice. So these are kind of like weapon masteries a little bit. Attack, it has, what was it called again? Momentum and offhand. Whoops. Dun dun dun. Bum ba da. Okay. Right? Momentum and offhand. It's pretty cool. Oh, what else was it? Side sword and a longbow. What does... Ooh, that also has offhand. What's quick draw? Oh. Is that also side sword 1d6 keen? Melee. Oh, but it's also, what did I say? Offhand. Quick draw and offhand. Oops. And so an unarmed attack is... Oh, 1. One impact. What is... Oh, I'm gonna snooze this. Combat. Attacking? Damage, injury, and death in Chapter 9. Damage. Damage types. Okay, what? See armor in chapter 7. Okay. Like, is this... What is impact, keen, or energy? Like, I don't... Where are these terms defined? Like... $296. Damage types. Okay, but this doesn't tell me anything about what does energy damage do? How does it, is it like, I can only guess that it's spiritual defense. But it doesn't tell me anywhere. You attack using an unarmed strike. You attack using an unarmed attack or a weapon you're wielding against the physical defense of a target. Okay. So then when I... So then this is a... No, snooze again. Okay. So it's always against physical, unless it says differently. And the bonus to hit is... Okay, let me see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. You use the light weaponry or heaven weaponry skill. Okay. Light weapon or heavy weapon. Okay, so an axe is a heavy weapon. So I use my heavy weapon skill, which is a +3. (1d6 + 3). Man, they really don't make this easy. Longbow is heavy weapon also. 1d6 + 3. Oh, do I get this? I should make a character in the digital character builder too. That would be fun. Let's see, unarmed attack is a light weapon. But side sword is a light weapon. It's a +3 also. +3 to hit. 1d6 + 3 keen. Awesome. Okay. What about weapons? Skill uses athletics. +3. Awesome. There we go. That's better. Still don't understand, like, what keen and impact and spirit. So I guess it has nothing to do with physical defense, cognitive defense, and spiritual defense at all. So that's weird. But okay. Cool. Well, that was fun. That was a fun little adventure, making a character like that. I kind of liked it. I do want to see more of this. I do want to look more into this. I can't wait till I get the actual like physical books. That'll be nice. And then like, do I have the here's the adventure. So this is a whole, this is 173 pages. This is like 5, 6 levels, 7 levels. Yeah. Characters from level 1 to level 7. So I think that's pretty cool. Man, I would love to run this or play this for some people. Man, that would be so cool. Okay. However, it is time for me to head out. Thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. It's been a fun little Saturday. The Horseboy, how are you liking the Cosmere RPG? It's pretty cool so far. There's like some layout stuff of like the books and the rules that are like a little confusing, and I'm like been flopping back and forth a bunch, but like other than that, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Made a character. Made 2 characters so far. What else did we do? We today we did the today I did the solo adventure, level 0 adventure to make this character Trilum, who is a warrior. And what was the what was the other path I took? No, the subclass. And then possibly gonna be a will shaper? Is that what it was? No, an else caller. Possibly, but no, it was a, snooze that again, a warrior, a soldier, that's what it was. Yeah, no, it looks pretty cool. I do want to play this. I do want to run some games. I want to play some games. It looks interesting. I really liked how in the combat that I ran against myself, I was able to like influence a little bit more with the resources that I had, like the focus and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. I'll probably be looking at it again next week. What am I doing next weekend? No, I got an interview next Saturday. I'm interviewing somebody next Saturday, so that'll be a super fun time. I gotta head out though for the day. Appreciate you all for stopping by. Make sure, join me on Discord, find me on Threads, TikTok. Thank you for the follow, YouTube, all of it. I'm all over the place, everywhere, all the time. Please join me. Where are we? Let me find somebody to raid out. Bye. Doo-doo-doo. Robert Reeds. Nah, I don't feel like writing out today. I'm kind of burnt out. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you all. Hey, Jane, now what's going on? Thank you all for stopping by, hanging out. I'm gonna be back on Tuesday playing some Minecraft, and then I'll be next Saturday. I got an interview. I'll be interviewing I think Jacob. It'll be a good time. We've done some stuff together before. As always, I'm Craig of Inspiration. Good luck with your next session. I believe in you. See you in the future.